Welcome, celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. Just know that this is going to be a general reading for the collective, so not all messages will resonate with everybody, and that's okay. Just take what fits and leave the rest. There's some interesting things in the description box for the collective. And if you want to support the channel or continue to support the channel, like, share, comment, watch the videos all the way through, and or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just know when the camera was off, I done all the things, and now that the camera's on, I'm ready to get down to business. So let's talk about it. Okay, the energies I have down here. I'm looking at it in two point of views. A young person's perspective in regards to what their parents want them to do or have said, or that type of situation. An interaction between a child and their parents. But you could be a young adult, and this is your parents' perspective, or you are the parent yourself, and this is your interaction with your young adult child. Okay. So I'm sorry to be laughing. I am a parent myself of adult children, okay, and a teenager. So, wow, I remember these days. So, the conversation went a little bit like this. You got a choice to make. Either you listen to us and take our advice and to try to make this a little bit easier on you, this decision that you have to make, okay, or how you have to do something. Or you can go about how you've been doing things, and since you think you know everything, because we do have the King of Wands energy down here, this is the boss. This is, somebody who wants to do their own thing how they want to do it, okay? And a lot of times they're pretty successful when doing it or while doing it, or have that it's like an adrenaline rush, being like entering in a bet with somebody or proving somebody wrong, something like that, or to that nature. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So you can either take this advice, do it the way we are asking you to do it, and try to make things less harder for you. This is a perspective. And or do it the way that you've been doing it. It's kind of like throwing something up against the wall to see if it's going to stick. But this is the cool thing about it, though, right? And this is from the young person's perspective. It's not that you're doing it wrong. It could be a better way of you doing it, but it just feels like that someone believes you do not have the emotional maturity to put the two and the two together for you to get that outcome. I feel like that you will get the outcome because you're not a person that's going to give up. You're very determined not to give up, not to let things beat you down, right? Okay, fine. But it's kind of like the bumping of heads, per se, you against them against you, but not totally like against each other. It's just that, you know, on one end, we feel like we're giving you good advice and we're keeping you from having to stumble and go through difficult things, or a difficult way of doing things where it could be a easier or better way, or just a better way. Maybe it's not easier, but it's better in that perspective. But you also have a vision, and you also have a way that you want to achieve this. And again, it's not necessarily the wrong way. I feel like intentions on authority figures' parts are, they really do have your best intentions at hand, and they really are trying to help. But you are you, and this is your life to live. And so I feel the pull from both sides of the situation. Okay, everybody wants to lead. That's the thing. Everybody wants to lead. Everybody wants to lead. I don't, I don't have any. And the whole thing about it is, the authority figures delivery might not be the best way, and they may not be delivering it the best way, and it may seem harsh. I feel like if you are the authority figure, and I'm talking about you, and this is you dealing with your adult children or child, your delivery is it's making them feel some type of way, and they just wish that you knew how to express yourself differently. Okay, not so harsh. They feel like that there is a way that you can let them know things without making them feel like crap. That yeah, yep, that's it, right there. So let's clarify and confirm. And we all know when things are hard, okay? And you know what the fly is attracted to. That's the crap that your adult child is feeling like the position that you're putting them in, or how harsh you're being toward them. Okay, like they want to do this. They really do. They have it in them to succeed and go on this journey, and they want to do it, but they want to kind of do it their way too. Can we meet in the middle? Is there a way to meet in the middle? All right. Okay. Authority figures, I have a couple of words for you. I have a couple of words for you. From one adult to the next, I think I get to say what your child is trying to tell you, without being disrespectful. Coming from another like-minded individual, from one authority figure to the next. How about that? Okay, so here we go. We do have a feminine presence who truly believes that they instinctively know best. Okay? Here's the thing, nobody is questioning that you do not know better, but maybe it's not best. Yes, you lived and had your experiences, but this is the moment for them to go out and have experiences of their own. Also, I feel like that somebody is mirroring, or it's because of your childhood upbringing and some of the things that you went through in your childhood that you're trying to keep them from having to go through. Understandable. Again, they're urging that they need their own experience. They want to have their own experience, even if they hit their head up against the wall. They're proving that they're not the give up type, and they'll find another way. Or they might have to just go right back around to saying, okay, you are right, and I'm going to do it your way. But they want the opportunity to be able to do it in a way that they are comfortable doing it in. If that makes sense? All right. Because what we're up against, parents, is if you push too hard, somebody's going to go into hermit mode. And then you may never get through. And they may never finish. And a whole bunch of other things. Okay. So this is pretty much what we're trying to avoid. Okay. We don't want them to shut you out. You don't want to be closed off. If you want to be involved, you're going to have to allow a little bit of space. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. I see authority all down here. All right. Let me let you know that you have so much influence on your child or children. They see you, they hear you, and they're just doing their best to not disrespect you. Okay. But they just want a little bit of freedom to be able to experience this experience for themselves. Okay. They don't even care if you get to have an I told you so moment. They really just want to have this experience for themselves, and they really want you parents to for you to see, this is how you make them feel. They can't even get their words out right before you cut them off and not let them speak. Okay. But no, they really want a little bit of freedom to be able to have this experience, okay? Or experiences with the S. And try to figure out and find their own ways, okay? And they, if you give them this little bit, right? They'll prove some things to you. Again, you'll be right in certain situations. They will understand. They're gonna give you your props. They're gonna give you your props. They just need for you to do that. When you do allow this little bit of freedom for them to experience this, okay? They're gonna respect you so much more by allowing them to figure it out themselves rather than interjecting and making them get some type of way or have some type of way and then go into hermit mode. Okay. This is not about rebelling against authority. This is not about going against authority. It's none of that. They feel like that sometimes you smother them. Okay. Out of love. This is out of love. Ace of Cups down here, right? I'm just giving y'all the energy, okay? They know it's out of love. That's why they love you so much. They know you're doing it out of love. That's why they don't even have the words. Ooh. Sorry. Now I'm getting emotional. So you may have young adult children that in your eyes are pretty emotional. You know, like something in your delivery always make them break down, crash out, or something. So I'm feeling that. Okay. Their love for you as their authority figures, as their protectors, as their guardians, as their, the people that are providing for them, all of that, they respect it so much. They really do. And that's why they don't have the words to tell you, give me some space. They don't want, the last thing they want to do, Five of Wands, is argue, go back and forth, and things of that. Now, don't get me wrong. Who I am speaking of, right? These young adults, they are legal age. They are adults, okay? They not under 18. I'm sorry, they not 18 and under, right? These are young adults. So to say, rightfully, they are grown. They may be leaning on you financially, of course, in some aspects mentally, and things of that nature. They do lean on you when they don't have it all, right? We know that. That's what they do. But not giving them that little freedom or that space to make to have some of these experiences where they can feel, where they can experience loss, failure, winning, triumph, success, achievement, all of that, right? They just want to be able to do it. They just want to be able to do it. They not trying to cut you out of their lives or anything like that. But when you overstep, and when I say you, I mean parent. When you overstep, sometimes it confuses the crap out of them. Or when you insert yourself with your delivery, that sometimes confuses them because you don't you you don't practice candy coating, you nor your partner, or if you don't have a partner, however, mom, dad, whoever you are, okay, guardian, you don't candy coat, okay. So sometimes in that delivery, it's confusing to, are you wishing the best for me, or you speaking on my downfall? You're confusing them, okay. So just a little backstory on them. They not as naive as you think they are. So we have the fool out here, but they do have that whimsical type energy where they need these experiences. They need that win. They need that failure. You see what I'm saying? They need it. It's part of their journey. It's part of life to have these experiences, just like you had your experiences. Okay. In their own right, they are stars. And you know this. You know you're not raising no poopy doopy. They can go out there and shine so brightly and achieve their goals that you may be impressed. You may be impressed of what they have all inside of them and what they can actually do. Just give them that opportunity to shine. Just give them that moment. Something in this is lucrative. Whether this is lucrative financially, whether this is lucrative to their mentality. That if you just believe in them, prove to them that you believe in them, will be so lucrative to their mentality. And you just going to see the onpouring of gratefulness that they're going to give you for just allowing them to be. Let's get the final words out here. Somebody said, let's move on. Let's move on. Somebody said, you ain't talking to me. But no, really, they will move on. If they keep feeling too confused and they get to that hermit mode where they do want to shut any and everybody off, they will do that and they will move on. They're not gonna even worry about their losses or how they can lose out mentally, physically, all the leads for cutting you out of their lives. They're willing to risk that if they don't feel like they being respected like you're being respected. They want that respect to go both ways. All right, what else we have? This time it's all about movement, choices, and decisions. We started off with a decision. It's being confirmed. Regardless, hey, it's going to be movement, even if that means moving on. Choices and decisions. Choose your battles wisely. But I feel like people are on the brink. I don't know if this is your child that's on the brink. If you are on the brink, there's a brink. There's definitely a brink. There will be financial and material changes. This is all part of the experience. This is all part of the experience. And this is what they want to experience. They want to know if they will win. They are ready to make some losses, have some losses. They're ready. They're ready to experience this, okay? So this could be for the best. I mean, however this happened in regards to the changes, right? It's a learning experience. And it's one that is very necessary. The bottom of the deck is wisdom, okay? We know, but you learned from getting the experience. You are that wise to know that they have to go out there and get that experience to nurture. They love you. They see you. They hear you and they respect you. And the nurturing that you provide for them gives them the assurance that you believe in them. You know that they have all that it takes to be able to pull off whatever it is that they're trying to pull off or not. But that nurturing and that love is reassuring them that you're there when they need you. They're not going to always win, and you're still going to be there. And at the end of the day, when if it all crashes and burns, you're still there for them. If they need to cry, if they need that shoulder, and if they need emotional support, that you will be there for them. That's that wealth. That's the wealth right there. So, parents, young adults, everybody's learning in this situation. And you know what? I'm not worried about y'all. I know y'all got this. Y'all got this, okay? The respect goes both ways. Everybody's learning. And with that being said, until next time, collective, I love you, love you, I love you.